Hey everyone, just starting preparing my papers here. Everybody come on in and get situated. How you guys doing? Let me open the chat so I can see you talking. I don't know where oh, here we are. Hey Janet. Yeah, you came into the live. Wonderful. Oh, you got some of Seth's dyes. Oh, they're really good. Hey Trina. I was going through YouTube, I guess couple days ago, Trina, and I saw your beautiful face there for the first time. I never, we always either have hands down or our little emoji, meme people that I was like, oh, look at her. She's a pretty lady. um, let's see. Hey, Dee Dee. Hey, Julie. I love you, Julie. You are one committed Aussie. You're Australia or you New Zealand? Oh my goodness. Yeah. And we don't have daylight savings time where I live either. So it's confusing. Just put in whatever your town is and then put in Phoenix, Arizona. You put Phoenix into the time clock, you'll be able to find out exactly what my time is. Oh no, it better not. Stop it. Susan. Oh, okay, Australia. I thought you were Aussie. One of my BFFs lives down there in Geelong. Haven't seen her in a few years, especially since everything happened with COVID, but down there in Geelong. Actually, her son-in-law plays Australian football. We call it soccer here. You guys call it football. It's pretty well known athlete. So you were asking about the paint, Susan. I have a lot of ARA paints, and I really do love the paints. So number one, I mean, no hype. They are really, really good paints. And I think those of you who, yeah, write that down, Julie. Just put, like whatever city you're in, and then put to Phoenix, Arizona. Because in Arizona, believe it or not, there's parts of Arizona that observe daylight savings time way up north. And then the majority of the state doesn't. So that even makes them more confusing. So the ARA, they're mostly can be found in Europe. Blick just started carrying them. So as a representative for the company, I have tons of paint. So I use a lot of this now, but of course, I still like certain colors in golden. Like my favorite golden color is the iridescent bronze. And also, I got to remember where my camera is because the way I got things set up here. Iridescent bronze. And I love the turquoise, they call it teal. And I love the green gold. But then I also really like the Blick matte acrylics. So Aussies call it soccer. So it's the British that call it football. Got you. Yeah, he plays for. I know you guys got a couple of teams. I know it's the one of the country's teams. He's out of Melbourne, but I don't know if in fact I don't know how it's divided. And I also love the Blick matte acrylic paints. Really love those, Susan, as well. So yeah. Janet, you said my sister works for the Navajo Nation. Yeah, it's the Navajo Nation up north that does the daylight savings time. They're the only. They elected way back when let me just say hi to you guys for a minute here. Let me see if I can toggle this camera. Hold up a minute. Trying to see where it is. I think this is it. Yeah, here we are. See all my setup and everything. Yeah, I have no idea why the Navajo Nation did that. Like, why did they? I don't know, but it's a little confusing. So up north, like up in up above Flagstaff and over there to the east of the state, it's daylight savings time. And everyone else down in all other parts of the state, it's you know, we don't observe it. But then it's crazy because since everybody else does, you still got to make the calculations for it. So I think the benefit for us is that we're so close to the 33 parallel, I think it is, that we pretty much, our time is split almost exactly. So we don't need to make that hour adjustment, because then it would make things, we wouldn't get dark here in the summertime until like 11 o'clock, 10:30, 11 o'clock if we did that adjustment, because we can go normally to about 9:30, almost 10 o'clock as it's starting to go dusk in the summertime, in the deep summer. So I think it would really mess things up for us. So anyhow, I'm just preparing my paper here as I was waiting for us to get started. I'm going to print some more on this this architectural paper that I've been using. You guys have been seeing me use this a lot in the live streams. I really love printing on this paper, and I have a lot of it. I got some, I was gifted a lot of it. And I've come across it like in, antique vintage places, So it's just really vellum though. So it's not like you got to try to go find this. It's a nice vellum. And it's probably, this is the older stuff. So it's probably made with cotton. I'm pretty sure it's a cotton base, not wood pulp. Probably a little bit of pulp in there, but mostly these are were cotton. So I'm just doing some scripting and I'm doing some stamping on it. Before I start painting, I'm going to work on both sides of it. And I'm working on some folio stuff, but I'm also working on some larger, those of you who are on Patreon with me, you know how we made the large books using this tracing paper, using the vellum and the medical strength paper. So this I'm going to work into some more larger panel pieces. So yeah, I print both sides of it because sometimes I can't decide if I'm going to double-side it or sort of do a bordeaux on both sides. So I want some of it showing. So it's just best to paint both sides and then worry about it later. So yeah, so I get going and get your stuff together. Hey, oh, Maury. Hey, from London. How you doing? Good to have you in the house. Hey, Tharp, how you doing? 769. Yeah, no, you're good. You are good. Sure, Susan, absolutely. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead back down to the table, which is where all the action is anyway, right? And it's good to have everybody in here. Let's just have fun gel printing. That's what we do. Yeah. Let's just enjoy some gel printing. Also, you guys, you always have to do my commercial for the book. It's funny how many people have been coming into the streaming who had lost track of me for a while, because things don't always get pushed out. We know algorithms. Don't need to have that conversation. And so didn't even know I had the book. Many have been getting the book. Thank you so much. I cleared the cache, restarted. Oh, good. Good, Julie. And so this is my book, Gel Plate Printing for Mixed Media Art. Thank you for all of those who have purchased and supported this book. It means so much to me. Of course, the publisher is Schiffer Publishing, and they are just amazing publishers. I love them. They're really good people, good team of folks to work with. Let me just make my screen bigger. There we go. Oh, look at this little space. Okay, there we go. Oh, that's right. But if I do it, then I can't see the comments. Okay, I'll come back to this. But anyway, so this can be gotten on Amazon. So if you go to Amazon, dot whatever country you're in, you can purchase it. And for those of you who are Francophiles, it came out a year ago in French. So this is entirely, it's the same book, all the pictures, everything's the same. It's just in French. So that was so cool to actually get this, of have a French publisher pick it up. So for those of you who speak French or are practicing your French, then you can get it on Amazon, definitely .fr, the France, in the French version. So that's pretty cool. I'm tickled about that, of course. So just want to remind everybody about that. And seem like I always have stuff I run. Oh, also want to let you know that the first Friday offering will go live this Friday. So for those of you who are on the mailing list, you'll get the notification. For those of you who aren't, you can click below and yeah, there you can find me in those places. Rare Birds. Generally on Instagram, we always put a link up for the first Fridays. They're always $37 when we first start, and they go for like 3 or 4 hours. We're in there like doing a lot. And I always show different techniques. So this month's going to be like an OG one. It's so texture rich. It's crazy. It makes the best book covers, or really intense collage art pieces, this particular technique. So just want to remind you all, because I get a lot of times after the fact that people will say, I didn't even see it, didn't come to my inbox. So I don't know, but anyhow, love to have you, of course. So I'm just, I love these stamps, and not because they're mine, but because I love this type of stuff. And so I made them because it was hard to find them anywhere. So I'm just kind of want to get some. Now I've told you before, this was just our trial version in the in this, what do you call it? Not latex, you guys know what I mean. I can't think right now, but they come in the black foam stamps. But I like using these because I have them, and why not? Let's get a little bit more going here. Oh, the other thing I was going to do today, fun, is I'm going to today I'm not going to work with the super large plate because I know I'm spoiled by it. But I know everybody doesn't necessarily have them. So it's always nice to work on large pieces on a smaller plate. But I'm going to play with putting the plates together. So if you've never done it before, I thought you might enjoy seeing me do it. Just as an idea, another way to work. Okay, so I think that's a good place to begin. And when this starts drying, I'll go to, yeah, I think this is pretty good. Just a little something here. Alrighty. That is good for now. Put this over here. All right. So let me hey Jeanette, how you doing? I don't need to see me the same. I want to see the chat. If I open that up, I can't see the chat. Hey, I could cry. Oh, Julie, it's going to settle down. I promise. I wanted to speak because I'm actually in my guest room in the house here because down at my studio, where my main setup is for all my video production and streaming and stuff, it buffers down there. You guys know the problem I was having there, but I don't have any problem here at the house. So it does. It really does suck. Okay, so let me just move this to the side. Get these plates going. So I think what I'm gonna do is we're gonna have some fun. We are going to have some fun. Let's see here. See what I can get on this table and still stay in the frame. That's my challenge too. Okay. I'm gonna take both sides off and put it on the table so that it won't move around. Sort of get this set up so I can stay within the frame. Let's see. Got a lot of paint and stuff on the plate, so we'll just I start breaking it up like this, just really kind of stretching it, and these plates are really durable, but because I like all this extra paint, I'm happy to leave it on here until I need to start working with it. And then some of those old pieces on the corner like that, I'll pull off because sometimes they don't come off as easily. Hey, Yvonne. The girl, it's good. It's good. It's good. Thank you. I got my birthday gift. I think I put it in. Did I DM you or did I put it in one of your posts? A big thank you when I opened it. I really appreciate you thinking about me like that. It's all good stuff in there. And the card deck. Oh my goodness. I can't believe you treated me to that. You're the best. Thank you. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to kind of line these up. And honestly, it doesn't have to be any real order. I kind of like, I just like making it odd. It doesn't have to be the same exact size or anything, because then it's going to print in some really interesting, sort of ways. I mean, of course, you could line them up and put them so that they're exactly square, but that ain't no fun. Although I have done it like that, depend on what I'm actually working on. There's no rules. You guys know that. But, okay, good. So we'll get this plate started. I feel like, yeah, I'll start right on top of this. It's not like it's precious. Okay, so I'm going to start with the titanium white. I love the white as a base coat on this. Yes, thank you, Yvonne. I know the alchemy theme is just wonderful. Oh yeah, it was IG. I thought so, but I don't ever want to miss the opportunity to thank you. I appreciate it. Because you don't have to do it. You don't have to treat me to things. I do appreciate it when I get happy mail. So I think what I'm gonna do here is let's just go ahead and get, we know in the beginning this plate is gonna, by me being in Arizona, I'm just not gonna get the best. You know, it's just gonna take a minute for the plate to really warm up. And this one has a lot of paint on it. So it's gonna take a while for this paint right here to really start removing itself from the sides. But I'm okay with that because I like the mask it's gonna make. It's gonna kind of make a mask. So I'm okay with that. Okay. So I kind of want to, yeah. So I think what I'm gonna do is just gonna start off by just kind of getting bits and pieces. I'm already not going to try to put it down and print it exact. Okay. Good. Of course, I'm starting to pick up those flecks and stuff, which I like. There's some good ones here. It also did a resist of the ink on the plate, which is pretty cool. Thank you. Yeah, it's this is in, yeah, because I'm doing it right in front of the window here. And this is just a spare bedroom, so it's really not a lot in here. And I do like the natural light a lot. You're right about that. So yeah, I try to make it a little bit more spacious. I have to have the camera behind me right here though, because StreamYard doesn't flip the camera. I prefer it to be out there, but I don't want you guys to have to kind of crank your necks either to see anything. So let's put that there. Let's get some more. I really want to, I have some. I'm also going to use just regular paper because it'll help me to keep on cleaning the plate. And there's color down here from that ink. I don't know if I can pick it up. I'll try. I feel like I need to use you know what I need to use? Yes. Hold up, let me dig for it. It should be right here. I need to use the, oh, I hope I have it here in the stuff. How do I not have it here? I don't know where my interference are, but I do have this. I wonder if I do a real light coat of this dark, it's dark bronze. I want to be able to pick this stuff up. Oh boy, let's see. I need something light enough, but yet, hold up. I have some more color in here. Hold up. I have another box of color though. I thought I only had neons in here, but let me just look. Oh, here's a opaque white. colors here I haven't used a lot. So this one is what they call a transparent. Well, no, it's a white opaque. But this one right here is a silver, and this is a metallic white. Let's try that, because that's gonna be thin enough, so it'll pick this up, but it won't. I can get it unclogged. It'll pick this up, but it won't. I should be able to. Come on. Let me just do it here because I didn't want it to do that on there. Exactly. Okay. So we can pick a little bit of this up. Just want a light coat. Because what's happening, because I just finished stamping the papers. It transferred some of the wet ink onto this plate. I wonder if I can pick it up. Hard to find Aura paints in Europe and UK. Great art shop, both online and London shop. Oh, that's good. Which one is it? Which paint store it is? Oh, it's called Great Art Shop. You're working on book board, found out you can peel off the original art. Yeah, oh, what a great idea. You sure can. That's thinking. Wow. Yeah, Maury paper, if you, put it in. Please put it in. Any information you can share with us, we all appreciate it. Oh, wow. I'm getting a lot of that gold that was on this plate from another printing has come up. Look at that. We got some old wall right from the start. See that gold that was down there? Oh, I love it. That's the kind of stuff we want to see happening on this gel plate. Just that type of thing. Love it. Okay, let's go ahead and finish distributing this around the place. And I think I'm gonna put a little bit of, where's my Naples yellow? Let's get that. Yeah, because this gives like a little, it warms it up a little bit without, I don't really want to make too much color on the plate. Guys know me. It's not that I love color, but I don't know. When I'm working on my books and stuff, I kind of want things to be a little bit more neutral. I think this is the one that always wants to be clogged. I need to just have a handy use some gold. I need a handy little pen or something to insert in there. And the other thing I like working like this with the paints is that it allows you to move more your paint around on all the plates. So it helps with building up the layers. Kind of get to that old wall without This is great. I'm getting that sort of that old world kind of look that I love. Coming up pretty quickly. I like that. Probably because these plates had a lot of old stuff on it. That does help the process. Let's see. I'm sitting here watching you on TV now, checking on the phone and seeing the constant puffer on the phone. Oh my God, but the TV is okay. Oh Lord, girl, I tell you. Oh, Julie, you're the best. Colleen. Hey, Colleen. Just love watching your videos. They're so inspiring. Thank you. Thank you for being here. See how we're getting yumminess? You can sort of see through. You see what we're getting all of this, that good buildup. That's what we want. So I'm gonna take and turn the paper this way. Have you guys tried printing with the plates like this before? Who's done it like this before? And if you haven't, you don't know what you're missing. It is so much fun to print with a couple of plates, especially when you just make them wonky. Don't try to make them like so perfect. A little wonky is better. So I'm just going to kind of paint with my plate. So like leaving those dots there is good because it'll help me break up, get something different down. Jeanette said never use the plates like that. Yeah. These have 2 plates. Definitely going to try. Definitely. Yeah, and you can put any size together. Even if you have the small ones, like the 6x6 or whatever, throw it on a corner of it. Oh, look at that. Those dots. Now it's still a lot of extra ink there. I mean paint, and you know how I feel about, I don't really like thick layers. So I'll just go ahead and I'll print that onto a part of this plate here. And what'll happen is it'll just put extra texture around, but it'll allow me to get that layer a lot thinner. Because you know our new coin, the phrase that we've coined here, over here, slow gel printing. Like after that last year of pausing, and I know last year when I did pause on the channel, it wasn't everybody's favorite because everybody was so used to gel printing. But then I brought but all these new people came into the community that really liked the idea of it, and they were all trying to do mixed media. So it's funny, everybody's preferences, but I get it. I mean, you know, hey. But it caused me to really slow down and think so much more differently about the choices I was making and how I was even working. And look at those. See those dot layers? They're good. Just sometimes leaving, I know it's kind of hard to see, sometimes leaving it not so braided out. I don't know, can you guys see that? Braided out. You just start picking up these different patterns and stuff that really help, especially when you're working large, you know, so that you can get marks down, but we're not trying to have everything covered with a full layer of paint. And so the paper has a print on it. I want to do what you did on the big piece of grocery wrap paper a few weeks ago. My biggest plate, 12 by 12, but still want to try it. Yeah, the paper has print on it though. Yeah, I think, you should be able to work over top of it. Yeah. So only have done 2 now, have to try more. Got more big paper. Exactly. Yeah, with these big sheets like this, you know. So Maury said, yeah, I've done a couple of plates at once before. It is fun. Yeah. Jeanette said, you never seen the plates like that. That's why you're hanging out with us, girl. We do all kind of crazy things over here. Um, so I was going to say something about slow printing. So the slow gel printing, I was realizing as a content creator and just trying to, keep up with the algorithms of, let me see. I definitely want this raw sienna. Can we just please get this thing to open? Let me see what's going on here. Just might need just, oh, there we go. Wait a minute. Where was the one that didn't want to open? Look, I'm ready to squeeze this all hard and it's all coming out. Oh my God. So we were doing, when I was actually working on the pauses and was able to really start working, like I was consciously considering working slower and stuff like that. It caused me to start remembering like the way I used to do different things, all kind of stuff, even the way I used to listen to music, everything started coming up for us during that pause year. And one of the things that I realized is that I was literally jelly printing for the algorithms. Like you get used to having to do a video in under 60 seconds, because the platforms, you guys who don't do, this kind of content, you wouldn't know it. But, like there's certain rules for how long something can be or won't be pushed out to your community. It's all that stuff. So you get kind of used to having to figure out how I'm going to get this done in 5 seconds kind of thing. That's good. Love that right there. So, wow, and that gold is coming through. There's some gold down there that's releasing. So anyway, I'll let that dry some while I move this over a little bit. My mic, you guys can hear me pretty good. So when I started really thinking about it and started slowing down, I started just in my studio, just printing. And then I realized, wow, I was just printing way too fast to keep up with, put the paint down, get an image, pull it off. So everybody will go, ooh, how we were going that, ooh, and I was going, ooh, myself. And yeah, they had all of us working for them. Yeah, exactly, Yvonne. You do a lot of posting yourself. And so last year caused me to slow down. And when I slowed down, I remembered when I first started gel printing, this was like 13 years ago. I was gel printing the way I used to teach book arts and printmaking at the Corcoran, like in the BFA program. I taught 4th-year students. And, it's a slow process of layering and layering, because if you're working on a platen press, you're doing any kind of mono printing process, or you may be doing an etched plate, and you have to do several layers, or even old silk screening. You make a lot of different screens, and then you print so many papers with that one screen, right? And then you change and put another screen and line everything up and do it again. So you're doing layers. So I came to the gel plate creating layers. And then I kind of got away from, I was doing the layers, but doing them so fast, like putting them all there and pulling a lot. But going back to this kind of slow way of printing, so that like right now, my print is dry. Everything is dry. Even this over here is dry. And when things dry, first of all, you don't have a tendency for them to tear. The paper doesn't tear as easily. Yes, Maury, meditative printing. That's it. That's it, my dear. So you can get all this layer that starts building up, and the paper's not full of moisture. So it doesn't have a tendency to tear on you or start curling, all that kind of crazy stuff. And you really can just look at what's happening. You can really look at the print and see what's happening with the different color layers. And it gives you a chance to really consider what color is going to be the next color that you're going to use. Like you don't feel like you have to make like all these decisions on a dime, you know? And so to be able to go back to slow gel printing, it feels so good. So it's nice to be here with you guys doing this because, I think I feel like it also just changes expectation. Like we don't have to be these little machines trying to, you know, impress the world. you know, just impress yourself. So I can get those dots right down here down the side. So that's what made me decide to do this live streaming like this because I figured we could just come in. You guys can work in your studio with me. I'm working, we're chit chatting. You're seeing what I'm doing. You get to, you can work along with me, see what's working, what's not. And we can just hang out. And so, it's so nice to know that you guys really love this format. Let me see. When I first started gel printing, it turned out so awful. I didn't get gel print again for a couple of years, more or less, but then learned from watching videos of PM Artist Studio. I learned a lot. You're showing more skills now. Also, foil art. Yeah, foil. It's funny. Foil got her inspiration from gel printing from me, literally. And she sent me an email on that, but she came across my stuff. Then she joined my Patreon community. So she was in the Patreon community a long time and she was just binging. And then she started her YouTube channel over there in, I think she's New Zealand. And yeah, so she started okay, I'm trying to get this paint because it's a little wet, so let's just go ahead and do this. Yeah, so it's a big community. It's fun. And so it's about sharing and just enjoying art, but it definitely isn't about going fast. And I think that that's what I'm hoping to bring back to the conversation in gel printing is that let's just all slow down. Let's just slow down and create art. So right here, because I'm seeing how this came down and how it stopped, to me, this is a good place for me to start my scripting in that black. And then kind of integrate it there. So I'm gonna put this down. I'm gonna let this dry because that ink is on there now. And I'm gonna get another piece. And I'll start this piece. And I'm also going to I'll be doing the back side of that as well. This is all hand drawn with pencil. You check it out. These renderings. This is how we used to do back when I studied graphic design. I first studied, I was first in the School of Architecture. So I thought I wanted to be an architect. Till they had me pull out the ruler one time too many. I'm like, oh my God, are you kidding me? So I just switched to graphic design. But we used to do all this by hand. Yeah, she is in New Zealand. Yeah, for sure. So this hand drawing, I just love it. And for it to be kind of like at the foundation of this gel print kind of hovering underneath, I think is pretty cool, Oh, wow. Architect too, really, Julie? Yeah. Oh my goodness. I love the idea of design and all of that, but my little young heart and mind was not in the place to be. And back then, I don't know when you studied it, but That was before Apple, before the first box computer that Apple made, a little desktop box one. And I want to say like the year that I graduated, literally like the next year, Apple came out with that box computer, the first, I guess, desktop personal computer. And on there, you literally could just drag over the blue lines, any of your bleed lines, all that stuff you could just drag. Literally, you went to the corner of the screen and dragged it over. You can't do. It's different now. The programming is different, but you used to be able to do that. And I'm here to tell you, I almost wanted to take that degree that I got and tear it up, because the hardest part of graphic design uh, is making all those bleed lines. And any of you who have done it, you know what I'm talking about. All the bleed lines and getting the circles and the gears right, all that stuff. And you spend all that time learning it, getting it right. And now you got a computer that you just literally pull it across and it's all there. I couldn't believe it. I could not believe it. So anyway, yeah, but it was good. It was fun times. So I'm gonna start working on this one. Yeah, you probably would. Yeah, I'm sure you would have. Good. See, this is great. I love that. So we're getting, um, let's get some more. I want to see, what's this white right here? This one is titanium white, but this is a completely, no, this is a completely different one. This one is titanium white opaque. It's the same stuff. This is opaque. Let me just see what it's like. There's so many different whites in this line. I don't even know if I've ever used this one. Don't look like it because it didn't have any color at the top. Let's just, oh wow, this is like white. This is almost like really chalky. It's interesting. Let's see what that does. Yeah, it has made a huge difference, technology. No question about that. Oh, give me some water. I've just been working and talking, thirsty. The other thing that's nice with slow printing is, you notice I don't put a lot of ink on the paper. Now, if you want a nice full layer of coverage, of course, depending on what you're doing it for, you want to you can get a nice full layer, but also what I have found is that, oh, that's good. Let's see, we're getting there. You can just see we're just getting these little layers of color there. We don't have to pick up a lot at one time. So I'm gonna put some of the silver down here because I want this to pick up, and I don't need a lot of color or a lot of paint. I just need a good binder. I know for you guys who love color, my palette's probably a little boring, but oh well, I kind of like these colors. Although I am going to put some reds in it, so don't have no fear. I have this orange here, I have this red, and I have this yellow, and I'm gonna mix them some towards the end because I'm going to put a shock of color in the prints, but I kind of want that at the end. I don't want it like all in, mixing up in between the base layers. Oh yeah, look at that. So look how this came off. It came off in these various little thin layers. See, that's really good. So let's get some more, maybe a little bit of this white down here. I'm gonna get the, where is the buff I have? Here it is. This is a creamier color, a little creamier. Are those colors you have to order, Julie? Yes. Oh, that's right. I'm looking at my own little teleprompter across the top. So make sure you guys just like or love the stream. That always helps to, especially when you do it when we're live, and YouTube thinks, oh, they actually like her. They really like her. And then they'll push it out while we're live. And it's so nice because it helps other people, find what we're doing here. Who's that? Who just said that? Hey, Robin, popped in, even a bit late. I'm looking for this kind of paper, but at Amazon, I'm lost. Can you tell me where to get it? The paper I'm working with right now. Hey, love and peace and om. Thank you for popping in. This actually is like vintage architectural paper. And I found this at one of the thrift stores, and then a few people in my community have found it and know that I like it and have sent me some supplies of it. So you can find it. I think even if you look on eBay, places like that, maybe. But you wait, and then but if you just want to get something similar, this is like tracing paper. So you can look for it on Amazon, look up tracing paper. I think it's best when you get it on the rolls, because sometimes I've found rolls of it and sort of a medium weight. You can get sort of a medium to a heavy weight in it. But it's the kind of same paper that you would do drafting, architectural type of paper. Look into, put in there. Hey, Bettina, how you doing? It's good to have you in here. Look at you. Thank you for popping in. You can find it in, yep, Maury, you're right. Sometimes it's called layout paper in the UK. What other, because I know here in the States, things are different than what they're called in other countries. So it definitely would be, I could see it being layout paper. It may also be, I know tracing, vellum. Vellum. It also could be called vellum. And that comes in different weights. So vellum, what else? Anybody else weigh in on that know what else it could be called? I'm still waiting to get your books, really? In Germany? You're not able to get it on Amazon there? Yeah, you could do Onion Skin, except for Onion Skin. I don't know if they have any new Onion Skin these days, and it's all, otherwise it's vintage, but I love Onion Skin. We definitely love Onion Skin, Dawn. If you can find it underneath that, because I think some Asian countries still call it like an onion skin, because I've seen some pads and it'll say it's onion skin. So yes, Trini, drafting paper, 20 GSM is a good hint too. Thank you, Trini. That's right, drafting paper. That's another way of calling it. So you guys know. Let me see. I'm gonna try some metallic white here also. So I'm just seeing where this is gonna go. So let's just go ahead and put this down. So I kind of want to get an overall pattern in here somewhere. Let's do it about right there. Working like this on the plate and with the plates going in all these different directions, it really also adds to abstraction. So when you think about abstracting, yes, ordered in October last year. On Amazon in Germany? Wow. They should definitely have copies over a year ago. That's ridiculous. Hmm. I'll have to ask my publisher. I'll reach out to them and find out. There should definitely be copies, unless that's Amazon. I noticed a couple of countries Amazon took money in some countries for, I think in Australia, I want to say, for the kits that came out, and then it's not, and people are waiting for them, and Amazon is not fulfilling it. I don't understand. Yeah, Yvonne, I would contact Amazon too. But I will ask and find out from the publisher, because I know there's definitely European distribution, so I'm not sure why that would be the case. I'm gonna get some gold. I think gold's a good color now to kind of integrate onto this plate. See if we can pull up some more color without adding too much color. That's crazy. I know someone else who is in Australia, like I said, and she's reached out to me. She's been like really patient. But I just told her to try to get her money back from Amazon for the kits, and then I'd work on getting it to her, because it's been over a year for her. Like, that's ridiculous. Come on. That's just not even right. I don't know I just feel like, unfortunately, Amazon maybe grew too fast and just are having fulfillment issues different places, and maybe aren't being as responsive. I don't know. It's not the first time I've heard it, though. I can tell you that for sure. And I feel bad because people will reach out to me because I am a point of contact, but I don't handle distribution. So then I have to reach out to my publisher, and then they try to work on it on their end. I ordered very early to that special price, and later I could buy it more expensive to get it quicker, but I left it, otherwise I had to cancel it. Wow. Can you still get it? So you can't cancel it and just go ahead and get it wherever else you can get it now? I have a couple of rolls. I use it at work all the time, Dawn. See if Blick or drafting stores have it. I know you can find it here on Amazon US, the tracing or drafting paper. We must have bought your book at a good time then. We received it pretty quick. I know. And I know that we're at the point, we're very close to a point of needing another print run. So the company is monitoring that, but I guess what's hard is monitoring what other sellers are doing, because also, and you can reach out to me at info@robinmcclendon.com. Even if you reach out to me, I always forward it along to my publisher too, because, I think that's only fair. And you pre-ordered the thing too. You got to be kidding. I believe you, because I know other people have had that problem, especially in some of the European countries and stuff like that. I don't really hear a lot of the problems here in the States, but you do hear it other places. So that sucks. I'm still putting some layers of this white down. You can see how I'm kind of working a little thin. And I want to try to get more of this color up. Let's see. Let's do it like this. Pre-ordered it. That's ridiculous. Oh my goodness. Well, I tell you what, reach out to me and see if you can cancel it, because I get orders here in the United States. I have some books, and I get some from the publisher periodically, so I'll have them on stock. If you want to pick up the shipping, that's what I tell people who haven't gotten them. I can get the book to you at a really discount price. I won't, put the price on top of it, because I feel bad he's waiting this period of time like that. I know what also happened in the beginning is that there were fake publishers that popped up, or fake buying sites. When a book is popular like that and they're selling a lot of copies, so people were putting orders in. I mean, this happens with books all the time now, of course, not just my book. So that's why you want to be careful. But yeah, and people were buying them and it was never showing up. And then the website would change, and it was like, oh my God, that was horrible. I caught the live only 5 minutes late. Yeah. Then my son came home for lunch and distracted me for an hour. I have to rewatch the You sure were in here. That's not funny, but it is kind of a little funny. Yeah, it was strange because it was through the publisher. But it got sorted out in the end. Yeah, because a lot of you guys in the very beginning ordered straight from Schiffer. Well, just always reach out to me. I'll help you get it resolved one way or the other. It is funny. You got it. It's like, it's nothing worse than getting in the theater first, getting right up front and ready, and then you're all seated before the movie starts and you got to go to the bathroom. There's nobody there to hold your seat, right? It's like, sucks. Oh, wow, this is good. See, I'm starting to get a lot of extra pickup here. So like that old wall is starting to happen over here on this plate. You can see what's going on there. Like, all of this is pretty fresh, but it just needs to start attaching itself to the layers of paint so that it'll pick up. So I'm gonna keep on putting it down here because my experience is that it's releasing. So just keep on putting it down. You don't even need to keep on putting paint on top of it. Sometimes you just have to let it connect to pull it up. So let's see. So I want to go to, let's get some, that white, that was that really white that I didn't think was the same, but it really was pretty good. Was, which one was it? I think it was this one. No, I think it said opaque. It's this one. This one's cool. I'm gonna get this. I kind of want to get some more of my dots. Okay. I really like using all these different whites because that white right there is, you can see how bright it is compared to the other whites, and it's really opaque. So there's really some value to using um, variations of the same color, because it'll really bring a lot of dimension to your work. Oh, I know what I was talking about. I was talking about abstract art. So setting up your plates in these odd configurations, right, like this, you think about abstract art as just being like line. So it's maybe the way you're using line, maybe you're using the way you're using spatial relationship, um, and what have you. But there's other things that really creates an abstraction in the work. And there's things just like this, creating these sort of odd configurations. Um, and just in doing that, it starts mixing up the way the mind thinks, the way you're thinking about because if you just have one plate, then your brain is seeing this as a fence. It becomes the boundary, right? And so everything you're trying to do is inside this boundary. You're like, okay. And so you're trying to get everything to fit in it. Even if part of your mind says, let's think outside the box, you still have a tendency to be inside of this. So, and if you line it up in an order, like if I took this piece and lined it up right next to that piece there because they're the same size plate, then I would just see a longer box. But something about the brain is when you I have one size like this size is bigger. So this is the 8x10, this is the 9x12, and this is the 8x10. So by putting this configuration down like this, the brain is like, it gives up. It's like, it doesn't know what to think. Like my brain is not even paying any attention to the boundaries here. And in a lot of ways, it no longer even seeing a boundary. So then what happens is that you'll start creating, I really like the way this is going. I feel like I just need to get a little bit more color on these edges. And then I'm gonna come back to this. But then what'll happen is that you'll start creating without seeing this as a particular shape or form. And so your brain will just give up, and it'll say, the left brain specifically, it just give up and it'll just say the heck with it. And then what'll happen is that your right brain will start abstracting. It'll start just doing stuff that it normally wouldn't do. And then that's where you get some really interesting kind of dynamics happening. Tharp, you said, I don't know which of your books you're talking about, but I just got your Asian themed stamps and books from the dreaded Amazon with no problem. I want your book. Oh yeah, the book box ones. Oh, thank you. That's what I was using here just now. I started off with you might have seen it when you first came in. When I was working here, these are all the stamps from the Asian kit, which I love. These are actually from documents that I own. And so to be able to transfer this onto these documents like this really was exciting for me. So yeah, I use these all the time. I love them. Yeah, you should be able to still get the book on it. I mean, the book is on Amazon too. You can order it straight from Amazon as well. But at least Amazon US for sure. So that's the thinking about doing the plates like this. So this is, even though I don't have my teaching hat on on these lives, you guys know that. But it's just fun to share with you that it'll be interesting to observe what you find happens. But okay, Julie. But that's partly why I do stuff like this, because it allows me to really start thinking really outside the box. And it just opens up a lot of opportunities that aren't there for you when you kind of stick to the script, you know? And also, as much as I love that large plate, I wouldn't trade it for the world. I mean, I know everybody can't necessarily spend almost $200 on the plate. It's good to ask for a birthday gift because, or some kind of gift, because it is wonderful. But many of you already have one or two of these plates anyway. So, hey Robin, hey Jude, hey Judah. I say hey Robin, hey Judah, how you doing? So I canceled and ordered again, a bit more expensive than before, but just about 15 euros. I will get them hopefully and finally end of May. Oh, okay, let's hope. Keep us updated on that. I'm glad you went on and canceled it because something's not right about that. Um, so yeah, I still have to do the back side of these. I'm gonna do a little bit of black on here. I like the way that house is peeking through, like that door. Can we see it? I know the light is. I don't know if you guys can. Yeah, you see the door right there. It's really cool about these drawings. You start getting other stuff happening that wouldn't be there. So I'm gonna do a little bit of black. This is actually I'm using Payne's gray, and then um I'm gonna work on the back side of the other piece. Like I said, these I'm doing for some large art installations I'm working on. I think I'm gonna put this way. I'll show you guys some of this when I'm done. I'll make sure I put pictures up in the chat or like in the community post. I'll take some pictures. I'll put some pictures up over there so you guys can see where I end up with these. Oh, that's good. I like that trail there. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this on. There's some more here. I'm just gonna go ahead and start putting this on the back where let's go ahead and do this too, because I don't like that extra chunk laying there. Get back on this one. Oh, before I do that, let's just go ahead and get some more of this on there. I think I'm gonna take some of this. This is like a blue. It's kind of like midnight. I can go ahead and, so here again, print off the plate too, like off your edge. So off the paper edge, so everything's not right, there. And then the extras on the plate here to be able to be used. So it works. I also like to overprint over like the paint too. So like, print into your other spots. So it's a good way of like obscuring it versus having it. So sometimes I print like we did in the beginning. I'll put it down and then print on top of it. Other times I'll do it reversed and then I'll just keep on working back and forth, honestly. Until, I just kind of get to a place I want to stop. Okay. And also printing right on your gel plate like this is good because it holds your paper in place nicely while you're printing. I don't have a tendency to overprint either. Just a little bit. stuff on the edge there. Yeah, there. I'll put it on the edge. Okay, so this is going to dry. And let's get this other piece back. The thing I like about this paper too is it starts out so thin and, you know, transparent, but the more you print on it, the paint builds up on it. It gets, it does get like thicker and thicker, but yet still, it still has like a nice thin weight to it. I really like that about working on this paper. So let's go now, and this already had like a rip in it, but I'm okay because the way I work anyhow, I start doing collaging on it. So I'll do some Bordeaux collaging with some vintage papers, also with some of my other prints on both sides. So yeah. That piece already had a rip in it because these papers are old, but I'm okay with that, of course. So let's go ahead and let's see. Have I missed anything? My phone isn't buffering anymore. I don't want to risk. I know that's right. Hey, Mary Jo. Need to get this Tuesday open studio time on my schedule. Oh, I hear you. Let's see. Sorry, I missed it. Is this regular tissue paper? No, this is like a tracing paper or a drafting paper. Or, you know, it's different, like, or a vellum. You know, it's different things. This is actually architectural vellum that I've got at, you know, from you know, a thrift store. But of course you can buy it you can buy it on Amazon as well. Okay. Yeah, sure. After recently moving house, I'm still getting my craft space set up before I start making a mess. I'm so excited to use your Asian script stamps. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I enjoy them. I mean, you know, I'm not, like I said before, I'm not just saying it. Oh boy. I have more designs and stuff that I want to create, so stay tuned. More to come. I really want this to pick up, so I'm gonna let this sit in here. Just me to the Asian stamps. So beautiful. Thank you. Thank you. I really like them. Oh, I was gonna say about them too. The way I designed the stamps, I designed them to be in proportion to books, primarily for books. And then of course you could be used in larger sheets like this. But one of the things that I found from a lot of the stamps that I would get that I did like, that, you know, that I felt like were my style. Let's put it like that. Not that I disliked, but they were my style. Is either they were too big or too small. So by the time you take and fold a piece of paper down, either you got this gigantic stamp or it's like too little. So all the stamps, I designed them to be able to work in most, you know, size book structures, from, you know, a 6x6, a 8x 5.5, you know, like the different sizes. So when it's on the page, it doesn't look dwarf, or it doesn't look gigantic. So that was a big thing for me in the design process, to really pay attention to that. So I think in that regard, well, that's good. Look at all that's just come off. And see how random everything is? Because we got that, I was able to print this whole space right there like that. I don't think it takes convincing you guys. I know you guys are going to be taking and pushing your plates together. If for those of you who haven't already, I know Yvonne probably has already pushed hers together because I see her work in her studio. I see how she does. You probably already have pushed them together. I'm sure a few of you have. It's like it's fun, but it's nice how you can really just get. Okay, I'm gonna do a little bit more of my scripting. Have to do that. Try not to get a lot of. I have my water here, so I don't want to get my good paintbrush clogged up because this one is sable. This one is sable. And the sable are pretty expensive, so I try not to do a lot of acrylic on there, but I definitely have to be able to clean it. Of course, I started without any water here, so. Yvonne, the stamps are great size. Oh, I really enjoy making larger backgrounds with them. Yeah. That piece that you sent me that you said you used the paper that emulated that fabric with squares that I made. You said you did those squares. What paper did you, it was like on sort of some sort of synthetic kind of paper or something. What was that, Yvonne? Because that was gorgeous in the box you sent me. That was so pretty. Loved it. What did the throw say? Did you say, I love all the things Asian theme. Oh, yes. One of the people in a community here, she's not in here today. She's oftentimes in here. But for my birthday, I have to share this because I was also in shock. Both, I picked up Yvonne's and hers the same day, and like I was shocked with that card set that you did, Yvonne. It was just like, it was beyond anything I would have expected. And then she sent, it was a box, it was all this it was like these rolled up, sort of cream colored, looked like fabric bundles, you know, like a cotton. They looked aged. And then when I pulled them in, oh yeah, Swedish tracing paper. Oh yeah, that's right. We had some of that. I got some of that a while back, didn't I? Like a few years ago, I was working on some Swedish trade in Patreon on something. I do, and I still have that. I remember. You're right. That's what it looks like because it's actually it's designed for making dressmaking patterns to make permanent patterns. That's what it is. Yeah, that stuff is really nice. I loved it. But anyway, so when I opened this, so it was like these little, like I said, it looked just like yeah. You reminded me of it. Thanks for reminding me. I forgot. It's in my studio. So I'm opening these bundles, and they're like about 4 of them or whatever, like rolled up. And they just look like old cotton. And as I opened them up, and they just came cascading down, and they were like old Japanese flour sacks and grain sacks. And they had all the Boro stitching on them, like where they had just been repaired with other little pieces of fabric. I almost fell on the floor. I could not believe it. I'm like, whoa. They were so I reached out to her. I said, I didn't know whether to scream or cry. I mean, whoa. It was just like, you guys are the best. I got the best community. Just generous people. Love you guys. Okay, so see how this is looking? This is really coming good. And the nice thing about when you go to do the second side, I know, Yvonne, you guys are the best. When you go to do the second side, I find you don't have to put as much coverage down. I know. I'm thinking what I'm going to do is I'm going to work them the same way I've been working these larger pieces, like how we even worked it with that larger book. Remember the book we just made? This book that we made in Patreon, I think it's like 18 inches wide or something by 20 something high. It's beautiful. It's massive. But like I could see using it to make sort of like the outer cover of books like that because it would really be authentic for sure. And also some of the wall panels that I'm using and making with this stuff here, I want to mix it in some kind of way. So yeah, I'll keep you posted for sure. So we can see now how like it's almost getting less transparent because as you start putting these other layers on. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to get some gold. It's time to get the gold. We're going to get, of course, iridescent bronze. This still is a top pick for me. Oh my God, I haven't opened this one. I don't want to open it. I'm opening it. As soon as you open it, I know I already have one open, but anyway. I'll just pour a little bit. I don't want to take that whole cap off. See if I can get some dots. That's what I want. Dot. Okay. Make sure you kind of spread it around because then you don't have to waste it. And I think I'm gonna put some maybe right here. Oh, thank you, Julie. Which one? This one? I guess they're similar. This is what they call Princess Turquoise out here in the Southwest. And this is one I got years ago. It's also, it's from the same, forget the name of that particular turquoise, but the black running through it is really a part, that veining is really kind of traditional to it. So thank you though. I wish I was awake enough to go into my studio for a printing session now. It's 9:30 p.m. here. Yeah, because this will be up as soon as the live is done. It finishes processing and then YouTube puts it up. So I love that gold going across there like that. And we have like little bits. I think I'm gonna put this on this side, a little bit of that. And then what I'm going to do is now I'm going to introduce the red. So let's just see what I come up with. This is the red oxide. Do I really want this one or do I want? This is not going to be the red. Let me find red because I want it to be a little bit more red. I should have it down here. Let's put after it on purple. Okay, where's my red? Okay, so you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to use, this is a more of an orange red, but I do like it a lot. So I'll just use some ink and I'm going to put it with, what am I going to do? I'm going to use a little bit of this orange. I do like this orange. Let's see. I don't want a lot, that's for sure. That's a little bit. Let's see what that does. Because here again, the slow printing is about thin layers, early in the morning, the weekend, and wake up and continue. Yeah, I know what you mean. Oh, thank you. Oh yeah, the veining. This is one of my favorite rings. I got this in Santa Fe years ago, like 20 something years ago. That's good. See, we're getting a little bit of that coloration in there. So let's see. Let's pick some of that up here. Yeah, that's what we want. Not a lot, but that's going to work in nicely with. So here again, you see why you don't really want a lot of layers. You just want, I mean, you don't want a lot of, like just those little dots like that are good. And then I'll come back with the ink. Okay, that's good. Let me get a little bit more of this is the light gold. Because of course what I do is I constantly knock stuff back. So I don't really want it. I don't want it to be the final layer, but I want it close enough to the top that it won't get like just buried. See, just kind of start pushing it back a little bit. That's good. And then let's get that black ivory. I've been using Payne's gray, but let's just get a little bit. Okay. So just kind of making these little dots and spreading them out. Like mark making. I love your turquoise. My grandmother wore a lot of original native works of turquoise jewelry. I've inherited most of her collection. Several squash blossom necklaces. Beautiful. Yeah, they are. I have a lot of native, some of which I've inherited, and some of it I. Yeah, my grandmother was Native American from upstate New York. Let's see. I like what happened there for sure. So that's good there too. Okay, so what I want to do is, I feel like I got this pretty well covered. Let's just go ahead and I'm gonna put a thin layer down of the silver. It's a light color. It's going to be pretty much translucent like a lot of the other interferon ones that I use. But I want to go ahead and get it all over the plate because I want to put some of this I'm a script with this. So I'm gonna put it down. So I'll probably get like ink blot and some scripting and a little bit of everything. Well, there we go, because I just watered it down with. Interestingly enough, it's still going to you know what I'm gonna do? I really don't want more black. I want this. I gotta clean my brush. Do I have another brush? So we can just, nothing's wasted. Let's just pick this up here. And this will just become another sheet that I can work. Let's go ahead and grab that. Have a nice ink blot on there. That ink land there. Let me just go rinse this brush out because I really want it to be that color. Yeah. Be right back. Let me just go clean my brush. Thank you. I sure was. Thank you. Let them read in the chat. Can you hear me now? Put a thumb up. Can you guys hear me? Can you hear me? Put a thumb up. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Vicki. Okay, so there we are. See that right down there? That's nice. Just picking up bits of this. I'm gonna let this dry a bit. Let me get the other piece. I want to put this way. Okay. Okay, good. Everybody's like, yeah, yeah, yeah. I muted when I went to clean my brush and then forgot. Oh yeah, I like that. See, I'm loving how all this just starts getting really nice and layered. Next time, I'll tell you what we're going to do next time for the fun of it. I'm going to, let me see. I need to put some more paint down. What we're going to do next time we stream, since we're doing slow printing, and the whole point is for us to work very slow, right? So next in 2 weeks, we'll I want you guys to keep account of how many layers. I know I love this orange too. How many layers have gone into my prints? And since I'm kind of working them across 2 prints, whatever I do is considered a layer. Like how many layers have I put across the prints? And you have to put the number in the chat at the end. No fear looking at it again. It's only going to be people who are in the live stream that'll be eligible. So you have to put it below the video. And I have my assistant who's here who helps me. So she'll help keep count of how many layers. She's probably thinking right now, oh my God, really? I got to help keep track of layers. And then whoever, the first one to put the correct answer in will win the first Friday workshop. How about that? How's that? So not for this week. We're going to start next week because I didn't even keep track of it myself. Love and Peace, she's already on it. 15. I love it. You guys are so good. I don't know how many I have, but start with next week. We'll do it. And that way we'll start with a fresh count. And I'll keep up with it. And then we'll, whoever wins, we'll let you know. So you have to check back in the chat and then you can just send us. I know, but it's good. Probably more than 15 right now. If you had to guess, how many would you guys say you think I've done? If you had to guess. I know, right, Julie? I mean, has she already been, she was like on it. Yes, Sheila. Oh, good. Yes, I'm glad you did too. Yeah, we'll just do that. That'll be fun. And then you can really appreciate how many layers that, you know, I know this orange is so good. Oh. Now I'll put some more white on this one because I haven't done this back page yet. So let's put some down. And then like you can challenge yourself to see like how many, like 23, 30. Huh. Yeah. Well, go ahead and everybody guess. And then what we'll do, I don't know, Lauren, do you think we could look back at this and figure out how many layers, who's the closest? Make a comment in the comment thing if you think that's possible. She's probably thinking, huh, okay. We'll see. We'll see how close you guys come. Yeah, just keep on guessing because at least okay, thumbs up. So she thinks it's possible. But it won't be right after this because you have to have enough time to figure it out. We'll see who's the closest and I'll make sure you win something. We'll see what it is going to be. Although we can't use the word win. Wow. This is good. See how the orange is mixing in with that white. Let's get some, let me see. Oh, wow. This silver is really popping up nicely now that it's, I don't know if you can tell, but can you guys see that? Look at this silver. Wait a minute. It's very let me try to get the light just right. Oh, shoot. I can see it real good on the floor. Oh, see that silver? Look at that. That is so pretty. But it's working right in with the print nicely. I think I just used some of it here too. Some of it's pulling up. Let's get some Titan Buff. Yeah, there's been a lot of layers. So I think what's cool about this is it kind of, like I can say we're doing a lot of layers, we're going slow and all that, but I think unless it becomes experiential, like unless you guys can see, golly, that's a lot of layers. It'll cause you to slow down and, take more time to pull your stuff as well. Let me get some raw sienna. I think I used some of this, didn't I? No, I used some gold. Let's put the raw sienna with some gold. Where's that gold? Here it is. Okay. Let's see what we get. I want to kind of keep it unmixed so that question on this. No, we'll just say in all. Just like, because I basically did the same amount on both of them. I mean, roughly. We'll just go with some rough numbers. But next week it'll be totally official. Yeah, I was thinking in total too. Just put a total number. But next week I'll say exactly what we're going to do. So you guys will know. Okay, so we need to get some of this off. When it gets too thick, you guys, I don't like that. Yeah, it is really tombly on one side. And I love his work. I've always loved his work. So yeah, Cy Twombly. Let's get more Titan buff. I want to knock. What I'm doing now is I'm knocking some of the color back so it can really just kind of live underneath. So the other color can sort of live, yes, it can live underneath the print. Oh yeah, that's good. That's good. That's good. Put this on this side. Really like how that really has, love that area there. Good. So what I need, and so also what you can see with the layers here is that one of the things that you can see that's missing on this one, because this is the back side that I'm working on, is that my underlayer of putting stamps down or putting some scripting down first, it really, see how it really just adds to when you're building it up. Like all this stuff, even though we're talking about like paint layers, but I consider all of these layers, stamps, any kind of scripting, all of that adds to the layers that are being created. Oh yeah, Mary Jo, we're just having fun right now. We're just playing to get the game, to get the whole thing started. But next 2 weeks from now, the next is going to be official. It's going to be 100% official. So we'll start at the beginning. So see, all that really does add to it. Now watch. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to go ahead and, so let's go ahead and get some scripting on here, and let's get some and get some of the stamps, and you'll immediately see how this stuff really adds to your print. Everything is about layering. For me, you know, my intuitive scripting is just what makes my heart, you know, just beat wildly. In my work, I've been using this in my work for over 30 years. I could show you some of my, one of these days I'll maybe do on one of my newsletters or something like that. I've been doing these mood board inspirations over on Substack, and I'm going to start sending them out mid-month to everybody who's on my email list, because they really are, they've really been inspirational. I've been enjoying them. People that are on my Substack have enjoyed them. I thought, well, let me just share it with you guys too. But I think what I'll do is I'll also take some pictures of some of my earliest art, like from 30 years ago, and you're going to see how similar the work is, even though some of the medium is different. It's crazy how, you know, like when you kind of have your style that you like, it's just, you just let it, you know, just let it rip. Just keep working it. Now I'm going to go back and get this color, because I don't think I put this color on there. Okay. So let's get, hold up, there you are. So we'll also, it's funny just how these little things right here just start adding to, you know, the conversation that you're having, you know, like on this paper. And you don't have to overdo it. Just a little bit. And then I'll get this. I know a little bit I'm printing off because this paper is pretty big, but I'll show you. And then I have this one. Let's use this one too. I like to definitely overlay, as I've said before. I know I'm repeat myself. I guess it's just the teacher in me. Can't help it, even though I'm supposed to have my teaching hat off. It's in my bones, it's in my blood. Okay, so, just kind of want to see how all of a sudden that randomness of a little scripting and a little painting, see how it just starts bringing a lot of the empty areas to life. And it doesn't, like, that's just a little random sort of palimpsest type of approach to it. We're just doing these overlays. And then what I'll come back and do, I think I'm gonna use this silver. I really like that last layer being the silver. I haven't used the silver a lot. Clearly, I need to use it more. So we're finishing up. I know we're coming up on 2 hours. Let's go ahead and let's do it like that. Kind of want to get it in this area right here. And like I said, I plan on collaging on top of these. So this space will even get broken up even more. Oh, gel art. Do you already know what to do? Yeah, what I'm gonna do. Thank you, thank you so much. Yeah, it's Sumi. Yeah, yeah. No, the orange, Aura. One is a Sumi, and then the other is a Sumi. It's called red, but it's not really red. It's orange. Okay, good. See this? See how it just starts coming to life. Just a little monoprinted circle with these in here is good. So I'm gonna do probably one more layer, and then I think I'm gonna let this rest. So what I plan on doing with these is I've been making more of these more sculptural pieces. I mean, they're more like tapestries, and some of them are single-sided. Some of them I'm making double-sided, which is why I'm like using this thin paper so that when you hold it up, like they're designed to be hung away from the wall in a way that you can see through them. And it kind of gives a sort of it creates with the layered look, it just sort of gives it this sort of tapestry, but old printed, maybe found paper or something. You guys know how I like that sort of archaeological, dug up kind of look. And even with some of the fabrics, like the gift that I was talking about that I received on some of those old Boro fabrics, I can even see taking and then hanging or sewing some strips of that to these, because these papers are so strong already. And by the time I finish with them, they'll be even stronger. Okay, Tharp, see you. Okay, for sure. I know that's right. So yeah, it's this kind of, it's been a project in progress, in process for me in terms of what I'm doing with them. But it's that kind of thing. So, which is why I make sure I do both sides, because I never know how I want them to show up. But look at when this settles. This is just so good. And it just gives just an old like it's not, I don't know. You guys know. I think you know what I mean. Doesn't look like precious, like, oh, it's a specific like pattern. It's okay for it to be off the page and be a lot more random. I think it just adds so much more to it. Now I have some orange, this ink laying here. So I'm just going to smash it on here in this area somewhere to kind of make a larger ink blot. Let me see. I want it right like up in here. And just make a big ink blot. Let it move around. And yeah, so that's kind of the idea. So this has been fun. Yeah, I mean, you figure we've been here working for 2 hours, right? And we've made two pieces front and back. But I'd rather, and the other thing about slow printing is that I'm gonna finish this and then I'll put the camera up to say goodbye and everything. But, oh yeah, look at that. That's what we want. See, like these nice random spacing. Let's just put some down here too. What was I going to say? I start talking, then I forget. I have acrylic inks. Oh yeah, definitely, Julie. The acrylic inks will be perfect. I was going to say something here. What did Yvonne say? Something Yvonne said made me think about it. See you, Tracy. Bye-bye. Thanks for being in here. There was something I was going to say to you guys about this printing process, about the slow printing. Oh, you don't end up with like a million pieces of paper that you're trying to figure out what to do with. I'm going to put my camera up now so I can be able to say goodbye to everybody too. So, you know what I mean? It's like, do I have paint on my forehead? I'm good for having paint on me. Like if you print slow like this, just like you guys are talking about, even at night, whatever, like you don't have to feel like you have to be on. You don't have to be on. You literally could just, like we've been working here for 2 hours and I've worked on 2 large pieces of paper front and back. So I literally have 2 sheets done in 2 hours that I can work into a project. I don't have like a floor full of a million prints. Half of them are the other half are I kind of sort of like, and the other ones is like, these are amazing, but maybe they're like 3, right? And I think the days of printing like that, for me, I think is over. Like, I mean, I never used to print like that, but then I used to teach it like that. And I really have reeled it in inside. I really want to show so many techniques that are really involve this more slower, more purposeful printing, so that when you're done, you've been thinking about it. I can work this into my project. I can do this. Like you're ready to actually do something with these, and they're so rich that if you didn't do anything but just hung them up on your wall in your studio and admired them, because they're so much more rich, they're so much more expressive. And so, like, yeah, really moving back to that is important. And even in my first Friday offerings that I'm going to turn into more of a membership type of thing, because I have so many techniques. Like I'm remembering things I did years ago before I even had the gel plate, when I was just doing printmaking. And so we're going to do one of those this first Friday, which is like so richly textured. And it's stuff that any of us have been around for at least 20 or 30 years. We've had these products, but we never really took the time to take them to the next level because they really weren't all been done on the gel plate or anything like that. So I discovered a lot of stuff like that, rediscovering in my own work, that I want to show you guys. But it has to be done slow, because these processes will take a while. They'll take a little while. You have to build up layers. It's nothing that's going to happen fast and be done. So yeah, doing more of that. And the other thing I want to do monthly is I want to do something called a gel print triage. Tell me what you guys think. So yeah, gel printing triage, where once a month we'll hang out and we'll just look at all of our prints, look at what's working, what ain't working, what happened, what went wrong, you know, um, just to really, because that's one of the things I really excel at. I'm really good at just looking at a print, and I can tell you by looking at it what you need to adjust. And that's been helpful inside of my communities. So I just thought we could do some fun stuff like that moving forward, but just go with ease and grace. Oh, thank you. You're my number one artist, 100% my style. Love all your work. Thank you for teaching and showing and sharing, etc. Wonderful and priceless. Thank you. Oh, wow. Yeah, and yes, Tharp, and what went right, like praise reports. What went right? Um, that'll be a wonderful place to do and share, because that's fun too. Absolutely. I get more emails about stuff that didn't go right. So that's why I said it like that. But yeah, we'll call it a clinic. How about that? Because we can have praise reports in there too. But anyway, just ways that I can maybe continue to help with this gel printing and slowing things down. Oh yeah, print rescue techniques. That's cute. I love it. Wow. Oh, you got one in one of my gift bags? Yeah. Oh, also the Jelly Arts is coming out with a round. They're getting ready to introduce a 12-inch round. I don't know if I should be saying this yet. I don't know. Have they said it yet? I know they reached out to me. They're going to send me a plate, but oh my God, I've already thought about what I want to do with that. 12 inches round? Oh my God. I already have visions dancing in my head. So I'll show when it comes in, of course, I'll show it over here. We'll do some fun printing with that. Yeah, death rescue techniques. Yeah. The old wall technique turned out really nice for me. Oh, good. Good. All righty then. So that's everything. Yep. So I'll see you guys in a couple of weeks. We'll make sure that the book links are below, and we'll put the link below for this month's First Friday. We're normally in there about 3 or 4 hours, like they're solid courses. So for the $37, we have a lot of fun over there. Alrighty, guys, that's everything. Anything else you want to say or whatever? Yeah, like my video, please. Thank you, Sheila. And we'll be back in a couple of weeks. We always put the post over there in the community area. This actually turned out, that cleanup print. Look at that. And see how when the paint dries, that silver is good. So this one, I would go ahead and then I coffee stain this one. And then coffee staining it could be then used in a project. I'll let you guys go because I'll just keep on talking. Love you so much. Thank you all. See you in a couple of weeks, and have fun in your studios. Slow gel printing. See you all. Bye-bye.